If you're a Sask Energy client, you'll want to pay close attention to this next story. The electricity company is warning its customers of a telemarketing scam happening across the province. Sask Energy has received numerous reports customers were contacted by phone to purchase a device for saving electricity, with the caller claiming to be a representative from the company. Sask Energy says it isn't behind the calls. It's urging anyone who is contacted about the scam to call the Phone Busters number right there on your screen. And if you have provided financial information over the phone, call your local police and banking institution. A 3-month cross-country expedition raising money and awareness about child exploitation kicked off last Wednesday. Today, the man behind it all, along with his horse Zeus, rode into the border city with their entourage. Lloydminster is the first of many stops on the 4,000-kilometer ride, which will take the group from Edmonton to Halifax.
We're averaging about 30 kilometers a day. The primary concern we have is with our horses, to make sure that we don't push them too hard. So they basically set the distance that we're going to travel.
Brooke founded the Angel Express Society in 2010 in the hopes of bringing the hush subject into the spotlight.
It's an epidemic in Canada. 1 in 3 girls, 1 in 6 boys. So look around you. Any one of them could be the next victim. And it's a lifetime that they are going to be suffering.
The Lloydminster Co-op donated a gas card to the group as they ride to raise $1 million for the cause. Figures show that almost half of Albertans will develop cancer in their lifetime. Now, an Alberta-based Cancer Foundation research program is giving Lloydminster residents the chance to create a healthier future. Elise Cox has the story.
The Tomorrow Project is a long-term cancer research study recruiting Albertans between the ages of 35 and 69 who've never had cancer.
And we're going to follow those people for 50 years and look at their lifestyle and then see who develops cancer and who doesn't.
You give them information about you, your family, all your history, and they go from there.
Early cancer detection is much better than it was in the past, but the project aims to prevent cancer in the first place.
It's going to allow researchers to learn more about the causes of cancer, and hopefully that'll help prevent it in the future.
Something Connie says she can easily get behind.
And it will eventually help, hopefully, my children, grandchildren, people along the line.
Lloydminster is one of 5 study centres outside of Calgary and Edmonton, and they were almost fully booked.
And there is an option just to participate by mail, so participants, if they've missed us, they can still sign up and we'll send them everything by mail.
More information can be found on the Tomorrow Project's website. Elise Cox, Newcap News.
And this week's Retrospect, we continue our feature on the construction of the border markers in Lloydminster. Brian Hardy brings us the story.
In mid-May of 1994, the public watched as Lloydminster's 4 shiny new border markers were ready to be placed on their pedestals. Then something unexpected happened.
The base plate of these two towers that you see in front of you are switched 90 degrees.
I figured that's the ultimate of the whoops factor.
Everything appeared to be in place to correct yesterday's mishap, and all 4 of the border markers would be dominating the Lloydminster skyline by the end of the day. Jim Unger, NewsHour.
Last night, police and local residents looked on with concern as one of the newly erected border markers twisted and swayed on its base.
And they only put these two up Wednesday night. You know, it's pretty serious.
The contractors thought that if drawings were amended and the welding procedures not addressed by Friday, he could be on site very shortly, and the whole project should be done within 2 weeks.
Fast forward to May 22nd, 2003, and we find the columns once again off their platforms and once again being reinforced.
Universal Industries has been contracted to repair the 4 structures. but due to the size of the markers, fixing them will take some time.
We figure about a week and a half, up to 2 weeks before the first one will be ready to put on its base.
The repairs are expected to cost approximately $200,000. Brian Haiti, NewsHour.
Join us next time when we look at the new phenomenon of computers in the classroom. This is Brian Hardy for Retrospect, this week from the archives.
Retrospect this week from the archives is brought to you by Webb's Ford. Worth your while to drive the extra mile. Webb's Ford in Vermilion.